Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well and welcome back to Third Age Total War Reforged. Today we've got, well, we don't have a siege battle, but it's got the spirit of a siege battle because the dwarves are outnumbered, but they're not outmatched. So they're using the high ground. So they're going to be using this hill over here to defend, really just taking a defensive position against thousands upon thousands of orcs. So we have Mordor, two Mordor armies taking on two dwarven armies. A classic battle between good versus evil. This is going to be a good show, guys. Sit back, relax, get some snacks, get some drinks, and enjoy. So the artillery is already firing right now. Dwarven artillery, so I believe each faction has an artillery piece. You can see it's hitting these archers pretty hard. Actually, these are maulers, heavy maulers. But yeah, they're just going for the infantry. Smart of Mordor to use loose formation. But let's go ahead and look at the player names real quick. So on the dwarven side, defending this left side, we have the Dwarves of Erebor commanded by AK Gamer GR. And then over on this side, we have another Dwarves of Erebor commanded by... Oh, wait, hold on. It's commanded by Sharpie. Okay, so they're kind of mixing their forces together. They're both defending right and left. But I believe mostly AK Gamers over here and Sharpie is over on the right side. Now, attacking, of course, we have Mordor commanded by Mr. K97. And then over on this side, we have Boyd. So there you have it, guys. Those are the player names. Those are the players. So let's see what's going on here. Artillery really shelling the first legion, getting some good damage. Oh, by the way, guys, I can't add any custom music to this, unfortunately. So maybe just play the Lord of the Rings soundtrack in the background or something, because I switched networks. I used to be with broadband, now I'm with Studio 71, and I don't quite have access to a music, like royalty-free music platform, so I'm not able to download any music quite yet, but I'm sure I'll figure that out very soon, and we'll have some custom music pretty soon. So yeah, just put on some, you know, da 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 in the background. It's gonna be good fun. So yeah, the archers from Mordor, Mr. K pushing them up forward, a little too blobbed up here. I think he needs to spread out a tad bit. He's letting the dwarven artillery really get some good hits. Now we've got the guard pushing forward, and so that finally we might be able to see a little bit of an infantry engagement. But these archers should be able to try to loosen them up a little bit. I'm not seeing too many dwarven archers. In fact, I'm not seeing any dwarven archers. Oh, here we go. Here's the Orc Hunters. Very fitting name. Orc Hunters of Khazad-dûm. So they're trying to put down some suppressing fire. Thanks to the high ground, they are able to, you know, do some heavy damage. Now, if this was an even battlefield, they would be getting wrecked right now because of just how many orc archers there are. And the artillery now going for the elite units, the Black Legion of Barad-dûr. So yeah, they're going for these elite units in the back here. So he's going to try to soften them up, which is smart. Because, you know, they're elite and you don't want to fight them in close combat. Dwarves still taking a number here, still taking some punches, but he's going to continue to stand his ground. Here comes another volley. Oh my god, look how many shots that is. That's insane. There's another volley. How many pieces of artillery is firing over in this direction? Wait a second. Does the dwarven artillery fire more round? Hold on, let me watch this. Does it like fire more shots or something? Because that doesn't look like, there should only be 3 shots coming out of there. But there's only 1 artillery piece. So let's see. Let's see what he's got going on. He's moving over some crossbows to support that fight on the left side. Come on. Load it up. Load it up. Daddy wants to see. Still no infantry joining the fray yet, charging into the front lines. Archers still trying to pierce down the dwarven infantry, trying to soften them up. Artillery not firing quite yet. What about over on this artillery, this side? Oh, look at this! The trolls have been committed to the right side. So it's almost like the two Mordor commanders have two completely different play styles. Where one's going in very aggressive like, and the other one's taking his time, which might work out. It might not. We got, oh, this is bad. Don't let the Dwarven artillery see this. But yeah, he definitely needs to try to get more infantry up there. I don't know. I think taking the slow and steady race here is the best way to go, because, well, because the dwarves are so strong, and orcs aren't exactly skilled compared to dwarves. Now the trolls are definitely going to help, but I think you definitely need to slow it down. We'll see how this plays out though. More and more of these orcs trying to get up to the front line as the dwarves continue to hold. Let's go back over to the other side. Let's see if that artillery is firing. No, it looks like they're holding their fire, which is fine. The archer's still trying to soften them up. Oh, some orc artillery firing into the lines of the dwarves. But again, they continue to stand their ground, and they wait for the orcs to make a move. Now, they could go around this way, which, by the way, yeah, we got Melkor's Chosen. They're actually making, maybe they're scouting out another path to take, but they're actually moving around the mountainside, and they're going to try to get around here and do something about this. But we'll see what they're up to. Though I don't know. I mean, by the time the orcs send infantry this way, the dwarves will be ready for it, and they can shift around some troops to defend it. You can see he's already sending over some Ironfoot warriors to support that front. So it's going to be difficult for the attackers to really try to flank around. Let's go back over to this fight, though. This juicy fight. The trolls are starting to die now. They've been in the thick of the fight for a good amount of time, so they're losing their hit points. They're really taking a beating here, and they're going to do their best to try to make a path through these dwarves, but there's just so many dwarves, I just don't see it happening. I just don't think it's going to be possible. More and more trolls dying, falling to the ground. More and more orcs trying to muscle their way up here. But I don't know. I think this is just a lost cause. I think he needs to slow down a little bit. He's probably clumping up too many troops. He's even pushing up some elite forces, but it's the weird terrain that's causing them to funnel like this. And look at, there we go. Boom. Good hit there. Ooh, they lost an artillery piece though. How are they firing 3 though? I'm so confused. Is the dwarven artillery, is it just like super fancy? Oh, he's running though. The archers are focusing fire on the dwarven catapult. That's a smart move there. He's going to save a lot of orc lives. Though orc lives don't matter. All right, let's see. Push him up, push him up. Archers continue to bombard these catapults, making it a very difficult situation for them. Back over on this side. Finally, they're setting in some infantry. We've got some halberds. So he's going to join his ally over on the right side. So finally he's going to push up, get these halberds into the thick of it. We got more and more infantry. Even trolls are. I like the fact that he did not send in the trolls first. He sent in the infantry, and I think what he's gonna do here, what I would do personally, is I wouldn't attack this entire line. I would try to penetrate a hole through the line and then just flood through it. Now, unfortunately, he is sending the trolls into an area that doesn't have a lot of infantry, so now the infantry is gonna be able to focus down those trolls. Dwarven artillery still firing at the back reserves of Mordor. Whoa, they do like fire more than one. Look at that, that's crazy. Oh my god, the dwarven artillery is so powerful. And look at this, just ants. Ants running up the hill. It's crazy. So epic. So epic. So I like this combination. I'm glad he has, you know, the combo of the infantry and the trolls working together, which I think is going to help out nicely. The dwarves doing a good job of shield wall, just holding back the lines. They just need to try to capitalize on that. They need to try to get some artillery hits, some archer hits. But Mordor is going in hard right now. Look at this. Oh, and he's just going to use his mass. Look at this. He's just going to use his mass and try to overwhelm him with numbers. And look, the trolls have pushed right through that infantry line. Now going after the artillery, trying to take that out. I love how the captain of the trolls is the troll that Aragorn fights at the end of the trilogy. So that's always cool. Instead of just a random orc that led the trolls, it's actually a really cool armored troll, which is awesome. But yeah, more and more orcs just rushing into this front line, trying to cut down these dwarves. But it's gonna be a struggle, guys. It's gonna be a brutal struggle. If we head back over here, you can see. I mean, look at the momentum is completely lost on Mordor's side. They've got to rely on these archers. Now, this is a pretty good angle here because the dwarves are on this slant, right? Which is good for the infantry because it gives them the hill advantage, but it leaves them open to archer attack. The angle is really good. So you can see here the archers are just opening fire and really softening up these dwarves. So that's good. That's good, but I don't know. Mordor has lost a lot. Like, what happened? What happened? Uh-oh. And look at the massive chain route. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Not looking good. Not looking good. The balance of power is still even, though. It's still anyone's game. But huge victories there with the dwarves. But let's see what these Olog High can do. Obviously much better than the cave trolls and the mountain trolls. They were bred to fight well in the sun, and they've got that beautiful armor on. And there we go. Elite forces are now coming in. And they did punch a hole through the lines. Let's see if they can try to overwhelm the dwarven forces. They've got Temple Guard over here. So it looks like they're left with just like a lot of elite forces. I've got more trolls, got the catapult coming up. So we'll see what he can do here. Now, it looks like Mordor's out, but those were just the crappy units. They still have their elites. They still have their elites. And oh, here comes the goats. The Ironfoot war goats. There you go. Goats running around trying to support the lines, trying to prevent that opening to get any worse. The catapult, oh dear. Ooh, that could have been a lot worse. He needs to get his Black Legion up there, try to avoid the artillery hits. Why does he have so many units so far away? I'm not sure why he's doing that. And then he's got some guard over here who are kind of walking away. Yeah, just get more troops up there and see what you can do. Just keep these guys occupied. And look at this. Mordor has punched a hole. The floodgates have opened. He just needs to keep pouring more troops in this area. Only half, one of Mordor's army, only half of their forces remain. Alright, the goats running around. We do have some Black Legion. How did they get up there? Is this a path? Now we've got the Axe Guard of Erebor. Very elite units about to fight each other here. Excellent. The only problem for these Black Legion is that the goats are going to have an easy charge to the flank. Oh no, they broke? Holy crap. What is going on with the morale of Mordor? That's what happens when you have more of slaves than rather soldiers who want to fight. More breaking from Mordor. I'm really feeling bad. That's one thing they improved in Reforged is that troops, unless they're like super elite, troops are more likely to break. which helps with the paces, you know, the pace of the battles and stuff. But Mordor's really struggling, really struggling, and they might, I mean, they're down to archers. We've got more archers over here. I mean, where's the elite infantry? I don't know. It just seems kind of hopeless here for Mordor. Now, there's still a lot of time, a ton of time left in this battle. So, this could be anyone's game. Who knows? Maybe Mordor has hidden troops in the trees. They still have a ton of troops over here. Let's not forget that. And the archers are laying waste to these dwarves. So, I'm rooting for Mordor. I am, because I always root for the underdog. Like, usually when the battle's going poorly for one side, I root for that side. And Mordor right now is the team I'm rooting for, because they, I mean, the dwarves are so tough. And this is such a difficult area to attack. Alright, more forces pushing up. It looks like they broke. No, the temple guard coming up this way. See, that's the thing about the dwarves, though, is that their morale is so strong. Oh, look at this, though. Look at this Melkor's Chosen coming into the back lines. That is the help they need. Unfortunately, no, the crossbows are going to be silenced. And look at them swing those giant maces. Looks a little silly, but they are behind dwarven lines, which might cause some chaos. Dwarves are kind of reforming their lines here a little bit. We've got the Axe Guard of Erebor coming down to reinforce as well. But over here, it's looking a little shaky. It's looking a little shaky. Thanks to the arrows, thanks to the elite forces of Mordor coming up here, they're starting to make a little bit of a dent in the dwarven defense. Now, it's a big dent. It's not a little dent. It's a big dent. And now, oh, look at this. We got the Black Legion now pushing to the flank. Can they get up here? Is this a path? I don't think so. Oh, the artillery, though. They're watching. They're watching for that flank. That could have been a lot worse. Oh, the dwarven general has fallen. Whoa. Let's go back over to that side. That was a really gutsy move there by the Melkor's Chosen. It's almost like an assassination. You know, they go in, now they kill the general, they're getting out. That was their mission, and it's a mission accomplished. And now the dwarven morale should be a lot worse. Now, it's still going to be tough for Mordor, but that was a good move, and that's exactly what they need in this type of situation, where the battle's just been, it's been all uphill. Literally and metaphorically, it's been all uphill, and they needed a death of a general, and that's going to help the spirits of not only the players, but the troops on the ground, the boots on the ground. But they got to get another general, and you know, it's looking very close here. Most of the dwarves I see here, well, they're pretty good. Well, I don't know. He's got some orc hunters, which is an archer, a primary like archer unit. They're decent in melee, but it's not like they're going to be as good as like standard dwarven infantry. So the orcs, I don't know. I mean, they're now shifting over some units over to this side. What Mordor needs to do at this point is keep the dwarves over here occupied while the orcs continue to slice up these dwarves over here. Pretty soon, they're going to break through. I think the orcs can do it over here. Over on this side, I'm doubtful. I'm very doubtful. But again, all they have to do is keep these dwarves occupied, prevent them from sending over reinforcements over to the other side. And I think they're already doing that right now. Ooh, artillery going for the flank. Oh, we got some Nazgul in the fight as well. Nazgul in the fray. So they're gonna help the morale quite a bit. I bet that's the general though. Yeah, Mordor's got to be careful. They don't want to throw their general away because it's really the last thing they've got. Let's see. Do we have another general over here? Yes, this is the other general. He's part of the Mithril Guard. He's going over to this side as well. And we've got some rear charges by the Melkor's Chosen. Though they've got to be careful. Going after some archers. Now more dwarves falling back. It's the catapult crew. Look at the dwarves, man. They're just pushing down. Wow, the dwarves might... Yeah, they might win this engagement. Yeah, these dwarves are tough, man. They are tough. And so far, it's so close. Look at 62 to 63%. It's almost exactly the same. That's crazy. Axeman still holding this hill. Ironfoot spears holding against these archers. The archers are, well, are they breaking? Are they trying to get to the back line? I don't know. They're chasing a breaking unit. They got into the back line. They can go after these crossbows now. So yeah, I think the biggest mistake here from Mordor, and I'm not saying it's over, they can still win this one. But what I noticed, at least on this side, is that he pushed his men through the dwarves. And that's really risky because when you push units through another unit, you lose a lot of men. And I think that might have been one of the bigger reasons why he had a huge chain route, is because he was pushing his troops a little too hard there. But we'll see. There's still a lot to go. There's still a lot of time left in this battle. This is the balance of power is in favor of the dwarves now. The dwarves still hanging on quite well over here. But, you know, it's going to come down to killing generals, getting around the enemy, and I just don't think Mordor has it in them. I love how this dwarf is behind enemy lines. Just like, I will kill... Watch him. I'll kill all these orcs. But yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I don't know. It looks like they're defeated here, and we are starting to see some breaking troops on this side. Oh, what's this? Mounted Numenorian Shield Guard. Going after the warriors of Khazad-dûm. More and more orcs are breaking. Melkor still into the back line. So this is so bizarre, guys. So bizarre. So I honestly thought that Mordor would win here and the dwarves would lose, but quite the opposite is happening. The orcs are actually making some great progress over here. Not a ton, certainly not a ton, but thanks to the cav and the flanking, they're able to do some pretty decent damage. And it's now 72 to 73%. Insane. But the problem here, and the reason the balance of power is so in favor of the dwarves, is because, yes, they've lost a similar amount, but it seems like Mordor has lost their really skilled guys, and the dwarves still have their really skilled guys. And I think that's what, that's what it's coming down to, is the fact that the dwarves just have better troops, like quality-wise. And they're always 1% ahead. 73 to 74. It just... Oh, there we go. It's even now. It's even. 74 to 74.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Alright, now the dwarves are shifting their forces back to the other lines. A very bloody engagement indeed. But they still have a lot of work to do. Mordor still has... I mean, I don't know how, but Mordor still has a chance here. They still have forces scattered all over the place. But wait, what is this? Cav, archers pushing forward. They're going to try to get a little bit of a rear charge, a little surprise attack just when the... Oh my god! Look at this! Forces that were hiding in the trees have... This is... Okay, now I get it. Now I understand why it's closer than what I thought it was. Because they had a bunch of hidden units. And now the dwarves... They should have waited, though. I think Mordor should have waited, because now they're going to easily be able to set up on this hill. But Mordor being very sneaky there. Let's see. These troops are warmed up. The dwarves are exhausted. So maybe he can use that against them. Maybe even try to sneak some cav around this gap. He's got to get cav behind enemy lines. He's got to do some hammer and anvil. That's what it's going to come down to. This infantry is not going to hold forever. The dwarves are tired. How can he play this cav unit? Let's see. He's got to get around. He's got to get around these dwarves. There is a path right here.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Nazgul and Temple Guard still alive. I have some Orc Maulers as well. This is coming down to the wire. Look at all these. This is insane how close this. Oh, now the dwarves have lost more than Mordor percentage-wise. That's crazy. This is so close. How is this so close? And now the Mountain Numenorians going around this side. I wonder if they're going to head back over to this side. Because they need to quickly support. I would have waited. I would have went through this gap right here. Let's see where they go. Oh no, well, it looks like they're helping their allies. See what they do with these Numenorians. Now they're just kind of running around. Going after the Erebor Legionaries, which is a good unit to go after. Even though it's super small, they're super elite. Look at those shields too. I love that logo. You know, Mordor going with a modern design. It's so clean. So yeah, they're trying to take out these Erebor Legionaries. They're shaken, but not stirred. They're still fighting the good fight. Let's see what Mordor can do here. I think they're really missing a big opportunity. That Cav should be helping this fight. Wait, is this even more orcs coming out of the woodwork? Look at this. Where were they hiding these guys? Like, how do you hide so many forces? But he needs to try to get around. He's got to, if you're going to defeat the dwarves, you're not going to defeat them head on. You've got to get around them. You got to use the fact that they are slow. They're slow on their feet. They're natural sprinters, but slow on their feet. See what the Cavs doing. Still trying to finish up the Dwarven unit. Shaken. Defeat seems certain. They're down to 25 Erebor Legionaries. Oh, come on. Someone's got to help these dwarves. Or, I'm sorry, the orcs over here. And it's too late. It's too late. They're starting to break now. Oh, they really missed an opportunity there. I don't know why he's helping out with this fight over here, when it's most likely going to be a victory. They've got to get their Cav over to the other side. They're still, look at this. Since the last time we looked at this unit, they haven't lost one. Now it says victory seems certain. Why is this Cav fighting this unit? Why is he not charging his Cav, using it as a shock troop to get around these dwarves? And the balance of power, I mean, the percentages are even now, and it was too late. It's way too late. See how the dwarves continue to break these orcs, because you can't beat the dwarves head on. And I was hoping that he would send the Cav around this way, come back this way, and charge the rear of these dwarves. And I think that was I think that's the best way to do it. Now he's sending them over, but it's too late now. It's way too late. So they're taking out some Blacklock engineers. Very cool. Here they go. Charging downhill. Let's see how much damage they can. Oh, they charged into pikes. Though they killed most of the unit. And now the heavy maulers pushing up the hill. Cav gonna continue to do cycle charges. It's all up to that Cav if Mordor wants to win this one. They need to quickly win over here. Yes.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
What are these? Dwarven cross? No, these are Dwarven warriors. And now here comes the Erebor Legionaries. So the dwarves, I mean, they've got it now. It's too late. It's just too late for Mordor. It's way too late. Because, you know, he had the dwarves right where he wanted them. All he had to do was get this Cav over there a little bit more quickly. And I think he could have done a lot more damage. Yeah, I mean, this has been a brutal battle, a long battle. These orcs most likely will break soon. I mean, are these missile troops? He's got missile troops fighting these elite dwarven infantry units. Oh, they broke the warriors, though. They broke the warriors. And now the Cav's going to chase them down just to make sure they don't return to the fight. I mean, it's that kind of battle where it's coming down to such, you know, few troops that you got to make sure you shatter the unit, make sure they do not return. They might. They just might. They're only broken, not shattered. These Nazgul are making it very difficult for these dwarves. Oh, they're wavering. The Nazgul definitely have that effect. They can cause a lot of fear in the ranks. But Mordor, it looks like Mordor has finally been defeated over on this side. Now the dwarves are sending over their reinforcements. And it's going to come down to the Cav. It seems like the Mordor infantry is gone. Well, they've got a couple here. But they've already broken. These guys are wavering before even in the fight. Oh, they defeated the dwarves. One dwarven army has been defeated. And now the forces are going to try to rally. Let's go ahead and fast forward as we wait. There's a little bit of a fight going on down here. And I expect that we're going to see a lot of cav charges. Lots and lots of cav charges. And they're just cleaning up. They're cleaning up the separated units. They did not kill those pikes, though. Yeah, it's still looking in favor of the dwarves. See if they can break through over here. But it's going to be tough trying to run down the cav. It's going to be very tough. We've got 2 cav units. And the dwarves, you know, not very fast moving. They've got to rely on sticking together. And just slowly, you know, every time the cav charges in, try to get 1 or 2 cav. And then repeat. And then for Mordor to win, it's going to be all about the cav charges and not losing cav.
If we remain true and steadfast,
there we go.
Will be ours.
Victory seems certain for the warriors of Khazad-dûm. None of the cav. See, they might be able to charge them here, but they're going to hold. I like the fact that they've got the backs to the cliff to their backs, because that makes it so the cav can't really get behind them. And now they're going to run down this way. Oh, but it's too late. Every time the cav shows up, it's just way too late. There we go. They're charging it in. So, yeah, this is more... I mean, there's a chance that Mordor can win. I've seen it before, but it's very unlikely. And that's why I'm fast-forwarding, because we're just going to see a lot of cav play here, which is not the most exciting. See, yeah, they're just not going to get it. Not impressive charges. The Nazgul are going in. Infantry nearby. But, oh, that was a good charge. Let's see if they can keep it up. There you go. There you go. Gets out of there before losing anyone. Another good charge there. But the orcs are starting to break. Yep, there you go. That balance of power is so heavily in favor of the dwarves. I mean, I don't know why the cav has such an... Like, yeah. Like, I don't know why they give even that much of a chance to 2 depleted cav units. I know they're good, but realistically, they're just not going to be able to pull this off. Which would be hilarious if I had to eat my words, and they do pull it off, but I doubt it. It was a close battle, though. Much closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, the Nazgul are still alive, though. There they go, charging in, charging in. But I don't... Oh, that's it. That's it. There goes the general. There goes the other one. And it came down to the Mithril Guard. Wow, that was still really close. The Mithril Guard. The Nazgul did excellent there. Just wasn't enough, though. If they just had one more unit. Just one more unit. I think Mordor could have easily have won this one, considering also, like, looking at the outcome of this. If they just flanked around earlier over here, and just look at the death. It's a carpet of death. Oh, wait, we've got a catapult. We've got a catapult. Did they still have... Hold on. It's not over yet. Can this catapult land a hit? Hold on. Let's see. What are they doing? Just fire. We've got the lone Nazgul just kicking ass over here. Here comes the charge. The banner carrier. Fire! While they're still... Oh my god. While they're still blobbed up over here. This would be too great. This would be too great of an ending. It's too good to be true. Oh, they're loading it up. They are loading it up. Let's see. They've got to land the hit here. Oh, it's meat. Ah, they're not going to win. Ah, that was disappointing. Yeah, they're not going to win. They're just going to charge it. They're very tired, but they're eager. Ah, replay finished. What? I can't look at the stats. Someone quit out, I guess. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but that's unfortunate. I really wanted to look at the stats of the Nazgul, and I mean, they must have racked up a ton of kills. But thank you so much for the battle replay. Also, I'm not sure who exactly sent it in because usually I look at it's either Sharpie or the other fellow. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course, subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.